Hello everyone, my name is Cherinel Peña and today I'm going to be talking about the country that was assigned to me, that is New Papua Guinea. So let's start by saying that Papua New Guinea is an island nation that it is located in Oceania. This country is one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. In that place, they have many languages. There are 851 language in the country, and 11 of those languages now doesn't have any speaker. So basically, they are like a stinted language. Here we have that the word Papua is derived from an old local term of uncertain origin, New Guinea. That was the name coined by the Spanish explorer Nigo Ortiz de Rectes. In 1545, he noted the resemblance of the people to those he had earlier seen along the Guinea coast of Africa. Guinea in its turn is etymologically derived from the Portuguese word Guinea. And this, the name of this country is one of several toponyms sharing similar etymologies, ultimately meaning land of the blacks or similar meanings in reference to the dark skin that are in that place. We have here the climate of this island, like almost all islands. The climate of this country is tropical. We have that even though it is tropical in the highlands, the temperature are very cold. And there is a wet season, that is the season when it rains a lot, that is from December to March. We have that the best months for trekking are June to September. We have about the terrain, that the country is situated on the Pacific Current of Fire at the point of collision of several tectonic plates. There are a number of active volcanoes, and eruptions are frequent. And also earthquakes are very common, accompanied by tsunamis. The country's geography is diverse and in places extremely rugged. A spine of mountains, the New Guinea Highlands, runs the left of the island of New Guinea, forming a populous highlands region mostly covered with tropical rainforests. Here we have that Papua Guinea has a similar situation. That the thing is that there are not paved roads. There are not almost paved roads in the country. So that's why, as we can see in the picture, the streets are very hard to cross by. Here we have that it's very hard, and we have that there is an exception of a brief span of road connecting it to the immediate heightened line, and a road that will enable you to follow the coast southeast for a few hours. There are no major roads linking or more speed to anywhere else. Here we have the toll, like I said before, there are a lot of languages in this country, over 820 languages are spoken in Papua New Guinea. It was pretty difficult to get everyone talking to each one. So here we have that in this country, the more used languages are the Tok-Pixi, that is, this language is based on English, and the Hirimotu, that is based on the local Motu language. And those languages are the official one of the country. When the Anglophone married the Hoolies and their children learned the only language they had in common, Dog Pidgin became a Creole. We have to take in account that Creole is when many languages are together and they form one language. We have here that the primary lingua franca of the country is Dog Pidgin, that is the derived of English. Much of the debate in parliament is carried out in language, and it is also used in many information campaigns and advertisement. Here's like an example of the first one is advertisement in Tom Pidgin. Here we have that the only area where Tom Pidgin is not prevalent is the southern region of Papua, where people use the Hirimoto as a lingua franca. The exception to this is Port Moresby, where Tom Pidgin is more commonly used. Taking those languages, also the standard English is an official language and is commonly used in education and government publications. However, there are not a lot of people that actually speaks the standard English. Here we have some of the different things that we can see in this country. The first thing is the South New Guinea, that this place is known because of the Kokoda Trail. That is a 60-mile trail beginning in the Port Moresby area and leading up into the Owen Stanley Ranch. It is said that this trail was first used by gold miners in the 80s, 90s, and is known as a historical place that it was used in the World War II when the Japanese tried to reach Port Moresby a long way. The other place to visit is the highlands. This is the part that there are a lot of valleys, and those valleys are separated by mountains. And those highlands are composed of many distinct tribal regions. Here we have that in the Chimbu province is Mount Wheeler, Papua New Guinea's highest mountain. Climbing Walmer is relatively easy, but 3 or 4 there are recommended to allow for sightseeing. That's a lot of time. Do not try it by yourself. So it is very important to be accompanied by a local guides, that they are there for you for a reasonable cost. And you can see there the north and the south coast of New Guinea from the peak. Another place is the northern coast, that this place is very good for scuba diving because you can see there the coral reef and the different fishes that are there. You can also be fortunate to look at wrecks of Japanese fighter planes with weapons and cargo intact. I suppose that it was from the worldwide second. There are still active volcanoes for trekkers to hike up not far from Madam. So here we continue. The islands is another place, New Britain, that this island offers excellent swimming and snorkeling. We have Bongambi, that is well off the beaten path in the far edge of the country, with a great untapped tourism potential. And the Trabia Island, the so-called Island of Love, that are very known because they're unique culture. Here we have what we can do there. Scuba diving, that was something that I mentioned before. bird watching, surfing, trekking, the festivals that are in that place, that is the Sin Sin and the Mount Hay, that both are competitive festivals, fishing and flying sea. The food and the drink. The food is largely devoid of spices. A typical way of cooking is a mumu, an underground oven in which meat and vegetables such as cow, the are the sweet potatoes, are cooked. And in every meal, there is rice and another form of starch. We have that the legal age for drink alcohol is 21. However, there are age restriction, and that's why drinking is something that became a really problem. There are different branches of beer. The one is a Heineken. And so he will have that in this country, there's a problem about drinking. There are a lot of alcoholism people, and he will have something that I found kind of interesting, because they drink beers and wine hot, because they don't have like a refrigerator in which they can put the beer to get cold, or the wine. So he will have the respect and security. The principal way that Melanesian greet each other is by shaking their hands. And also they think that avoiding eye contact is something very important. It's like having respect for a person. So basically you cannot have eye contact with a person of that country. Here we have that this country has a risky destination in some circles, predominantly because of the activities of criminal gangs. For example, the top easing in major cities, especially in Port Moresby and Lai. And this is because of the unemployment that is in that country. However, the villagers are quite safe. And if you as a tourist are alone, they are going to try to accompany you. And you are gonna notice which person are not good and which person are good. So basically you can catch it physically. So that's all for my part. I hope that you could enjoy about this little island that is like a little bit, I think that for the age in which we are, this country is still trying its best to continue to develop the technology, looking that there are not even having something that for us is normal, like having a refrigerator in their house and driving in a good street. So basically this country has a lot to do to develop. Thank you so much for your attention.